Hello there, scholars. In line with our mystery unit, we've got our next sort of newspaper article, the obit. What is an obituary? It is a newspaper article announcing someone's death that includes a respectful account of their life. Here's what you'll find if you just Google it very quickly. You're going to write an obit, and the design is actually up to you. I made a template for your newspaper article. If you want, you could just use that same template or design your own. As you can see, these all have different designs. How to structure your obit. It should have 4 kind of sections. Basic info, the life story of the person who passed away, in other words, the deceased, funeral service info, and just the end. If you follow these 4 slides, just point by point, you'll be fine. So just make sure you systematically follow the bullet points. You need their full name and a photo, their age at their death, where they lived. Maybe they lived in more than one place. If they lived all over the place, you don't have to say all of that. You could say where they lived most of their life. Day and date of death, cause of death. As for their life story, mention the date and place of their birth, the names of their parents and their family, their education, their employment, their hobbies, their charitable involvement. A charity is like an NGO, a non-governmental organization that does good things for people. Maybe they were involved in a church or a mosque or a synagogue. Maybe they were involved with some environmental organization or Red Cross, whatever. Their achievements, if they have any work achievements or academic achievements, and any special character traits. Maybe they're really loving and generous or something. As for funeral info, you mention the day, date, time, and place of the funeral, reception information. A funeral reception is sort of a gathering of family and friends after the funeral, and then whom to call for further information if people in the newspaper want to contact someone. And then the end is usually a thank you to the people involved in the funeral, a thank you to those who will attend and give support at the funeral, maybe a quotation or a poem. And that's it. So you don't have to write a lot for each of these bullet points. If you're focused, you can get this done fairly quickly. So just some tips. You should avoid focusing on the person's death too much because the obit is actually about their life. And then don't give any negative details. Maybe they were a terrible person, but you never speak ill of the dead. So say good things about them. It should be respectful in tone. All right, here's an example, a real example. And if you need some support in that regard, just go to these slides and find this example. Here you can see how this real life example mostly follows the slides I already showed you. So you can just go through this on your own time if you so desire. Go ahead and consult that if you need. All right. So here's what you're doing. You are writing an obit and you have 3 choices. You could write it about Grumpy Cat, or about a character from your book jacket or a cursive mystery, or a real person. If you write about Grumpy Cat, what you need to know is that Grumpy Cat was a real cat and she died in 2019 and her face was just like that. So she became kind of an internet sensation being called Grumpy Cat because that was just her face. People loved it. People made all sorts of memes about her being grumpy because her face was kind of squished and angry looking, even though she wasn't angry all the time. So If you choose that, you will have to make up the education section and the job section because no, she never got an education or a job. So this one could be kind of funny if you so desire. Don't make it disrespectful, obviously, but this one would be kind of your funny, creative option. This one is more in line with the mystery unit. If someone died in your cursive mystery, maybe write this about them, maybe create this obit for them. If you decide to write it about a real person who passed away, then you will need to include your sources unless you knew that person really well, like if they were a grandparent or something. I just moved myself out of the way. So maybe there's an athlete or an actor you really admired that you would like to write this about. Like I said, include the sources if so. Good luck. This is on Google Classroom, and these slides are also on Google Classroom. Let me know if you have any questions.